We're baking a cake today. Let's go.
About a year ago, I graduated from baking and pastry school. So I've got my associate's degree in baking. As much as I love it, I just don't do it often. So we are going to the store to get just a few things to make my absolute favorite chocolate cake recipe, but we don't need much. I have most of the things that we need for this recipe already at the apartment, so that'll save us a lot of money. We just need to get a few things like some eggs, buttermilk, stuff like that. Should I probably be studying for my final exam and my test today? Yes. Am I going to do that? Probably not, but that's okay. We all make choices in life, and this just so happens to be mine today. Go, go, please. Thank you. I hope I have enough time to actually bake this cake, because if I remember right, it takes like an hour to bake. It's a really long time, so we'll see. Actually made a sheet cake before. Like, I've only ever made the like tiered cakes. So my first time for everything. Off my hospitality. They did this when we were in school a lot, because obviously we come in the very beginning of the day and nothing's been sitting out all night, so we have to like deal with making stuff. And so they would assign one person, like, hey, go get eggs for every single person in the class, get a giant bowl and just fill it with water and then let it sit. And that tended to work.
You ever had buttermilk pie?
Mm-mm.
It's very good.
Sad. I love Five Guys. It's just expensive.
But it was good.
See, the thing about this cake is that it is super liquidy. Like, it's not even batter at this point, it's just liquid. And you look at it and you're like, this is wrong, something has to be wrong. But I promise it's just because it has a lot of coffee in it. Okay, so I ended up taking the little one out, the little one that I just like impulsively put the rest of the batter into, and it's like, it's perfect. It's so good. Like, I thought it was gonna be way too thin and that it wasn't gonna cook well, but it's like, it's so perfect. It's so cute. That's, oh, and I put the toothpick in to test it, and it came out clean. The bad thing about this recipe is, just like I showed you before, it's so liquidy when you put it into the oven that the cake itself, when it bakes, is just extremely moist. Sorry for the people that hate that word, but it's a very moist cake. And so just by looking at it, it's really hard to tell whether it is actually done or not, but just by feeling the top and just shaking it a little bit, it's so good. So now we're just gonna have to wait for the real, like the big one, and hope that that one comes out just as good. All right, the big sheet cake is out and she looks perfect. I'm so excited it worked out well. This is the first time I ever made this recipe in sheet cake form. Most times it's meant to be a tiered cake, but I didn't want to go through all that. So I'm really glad that it worked out. I'm probably gonna have to wait until after I come back from class to do the icing and ice it completely because they're still pretty hot and I have to leave in like an hour. So, yeah. Oh no. You can't have any, I'm sorry. She wants the cake. Sorry, Ella. None for you.